Today begins our novena of Masses that on Pentecost we will consent to the Holy Spirit being at work in our lives. It sounds obvious, but here's the distinction. We already have access to the Holy Spirit because of our participation in the life of grace through the church, especially her sacraments. But we need to be using our free will to choose to cooperate with what the Holy Spirit is doing, which means we need to see what the Holy Spirit is doing so we can cooperate it. We need to know how to discern that, tease that out in our lives. What is the Holy Spirit? What is something else? So I can move with the Holy Spirit and not with something else. What are the obstacles in my life that need to be dealt with? This is why we're having a year of the Holy Spirit, because we're not good at it yet, but we can get good at it. We can get good at working with the Holy Spirit and having the Holy Spirit fully alive in our lives. We can actually become saints. I know that blows our minds to think about, but if we're cooperating with the Holy Spirit, we're becoming saints. Like what we just heard in the first reading. These saints on a mission, willing to suffer so others can be saved, but not wanting anyone to take their own life, even if that person is an enemy persecuting them. We're watching the saints in action. We're supposed to live like that, but there's a gap between where we are now and the saint we're supposed to be. And cooperating with the Holy Spirit gets us from one to the other. There's not really another way. It's cooperating with the Holy Spirit that makes us saints. Today, Jesus says something that should cause us to pause. He says, it's better for you that I go. How can that be? God made flesh dwelling among us. It doesn't get better than that, does it? But he seems to think so. It's better for you that I go so that I can send you the Holy Spirit. Okay, that's worth praying about. That's a line we want to be meditating on, chewing on. There's got to be so much depth of meaning in that line. Why is it better for us that he goes and sends the Holy Spirit? So that's my invitation to us today. Let's meditate on that passage to see what the Lord is saying to us about the power of the Holy Spirit in our lives. Hay una frase en el Evangelio cuando Jesús dice, es mejor para ustedes que yo me vaya. Muy interesante. Nosotros queremos meditar mucho en esta frase y lo que significa, porque hay algo muy especial y profundo para nosotros en esta frase.